So I just realized how white I am. I'm whiter than my walls. So that's something. I guess that's what happens when you don't go outside. Today I'm going to share with you some tips and tricks for young moms or first-time moms. Sorry, she does that all the time. So if she does that in the video, I apologize. I will try to edit it out. So the first one is sleep when they sleep. I made this mistake when Jaina was little. I just loved to look at her and I literally lost sleep. Like, it was bad. I lost so much sleep and it really contributed to my postpartum depression. Sorry guys, I had to grab her out of the swing because she wouldn't stop screaming. Or screeching actually. It's pretty bad. Say hi, Jaina. Say hi. Say hi, baby. Say hi, baby. Say hi. So she's going to hang out with me for a little bit. If she'll keep her hands off the keyboard and everything that I have on my desk. So going back to how not sleeping kind of contributed to my postpartum depression, it made me really lethargic and I wouldn't want to get out of the house because I didn't have any energy and it made it hard to take care of Jaina. So just put those dishes aside, wait on the laundry, and just really try to get your rest so you can be your best for your baby. Another one would be to definitely plan ahead. You want to make sure that you have as much together as possible. So for example, like diaper changes, make sure you have the wipes, the diaper, the baby powder, all that kind of stuff with you beforehand. It just makes things a lot easier, especially when you're going out. You want to make sure that you have everything together beforehand so you don't have to pack last minute. It relieves a lot of stress. What I didn't know at first is that babies cry for other reasons, like especially when Jaina was a newborn and I was a first-time mom and also a young mom, so I didn't really get what was going on yet. I figured out from her pediatrician that she was probably being overstimulated and or understimulated, and I didn't know that, so I kind of switched around my routine with her and only did like 10 minutes of playtime and made sure that she was not overstimulated by a TV or by too many lights or her surroundings, and that seemed to help calm her down and make her sleep better. Make sure you build a bond with your baby. You want to make sure that you have a strong connection with them, whether that's breastfeeding or it's like cuddling with your baby or just holding them and talking to them. I realize that breastfeeding doesn't always work out for most moms, and it certainly didn't work out for me, and I can cover that in another video if you'd like. But I've bonded with her in other ways, and I have tried to nap with her with someone watching us so I don't accidentally suffocate her. I've tried rocking her to sleep and reading to her, and it seemed to really help both of us really connect better as mother and child. Make sure you get out of the house, and you don't want to just stay in the house all the time and not see sunlight. You don't want to be as white as me, trust me. You want to make sure that you're getting outside so you can get fresh air and get some sunlight. Right, Jaina? Right, Jaina? It's both healthy and satisfying, and even if you go out for a short walk with the baby, like a stroller walk, I found that even if I'm alone, it still helps me to, it still helps me to feel better when I get outside and spend time with Jaina. Remember that less is more. You don't have to get all these fancy baby gadgets and all of these walkers and bouncers and everything like that. The baby just doesn't really need them. They're more of a thing to kind of occupy your baby while you do things around the house, but they're not a necessity, so don't feel bad if you can't get them for your baby. Babies also don't need fancy clothes with any logos on them or brand names or from the Gap or anything like that. They can just wear like clothes like this. See, they don't know the difference. And you can still show off your baby because they're cute no matter what they're wearing. Coming from a mom that does shop at secondhand clothes stores, my mom has taught me that they grow out of clothes so often that you don't need to spend a lot of money on like fancy clothes, and just save up for stuff like going on vacation with your little ones. We've gone to Maine, we have gone to Warrensburg, we've gone to a couple other outside towns, little road trips, and that's all because we don't buy very expensive clothes and expensive baby stuff. It just pays off in the end. Another thing would be to release your inner critic. You can do that by like meditating or by taking a nice bath and just breathing so you don't have an anxiety attack or things like that. And while you're doing them, just remind yourself of all the good things and the good things that you do for your child and how good of a mother that you are. And if you need reassurance from someone, just talk to them about it, because I'm sure that they know that you're a good mom. You just have to keep reminding yourself, because it's just your bad self that keeps telling you that you're not. Another thing would be to let your child lead the way. You don't want to set high expectations for your child that may never be met. Like, for example, you don't want to say, oh, my child's going to have their first tooth at 6 months, or my child's going to walk at 10 months, because that's what all the other babies are doing, or something like that. It'll just hurt you in the end and your bond with your child. Just let things happen. And another example would be that during breastfeeding, you just let your child lead the way. If they're not latching right or if things aren't working out, it's always okay to stop. I can cover that in another video about my breastfeeding journey. The second to last tip would be to not be afraid to ask for help. I certainly have failed at this at the start because I felt like I had to do everything, like change her diaper, feed her, put her to bed, play with her. Just know that it's okay to have people help you out, and it doesn't make you less of a mother, and you can't be a super mom all the time. It's fine that you can't do everything. No one is expecting you to do everything. You have to look after yourself as well, and if you don't, you're not going to be able to help your child, or you're not going to be able to be there for them, or you can strain your relationship with your partner. You have to make sure that your mental health is stable, and that includes you maybe going to a counselor to help your postpartum depression or anxiety, or taking care of yourself in other ways, like relieving stress or anger that you may have built up, whether that's kickboxing or, like I said before, meditating or a nice hot bath. I can list off some other ways to help yourself when you're having a panic attack or you're really struggling with your postpartum issues in another video. That's it for my video. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and have a wonderful day. Say bye, Jaina. Say bye.